What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Gran Turismo 4 for another car story. Today we are featuring the S2 Lotus Elise, this one, the 111R. Controversial car to some, incredible car to me. So let's get a launch and then we'll talk about it. So the story of this car is quite well known. Lotus was trying to replace the Series 1 Lotus Elise in, 99 or 2000, somewhere in there, to meet the current European regulations, and unfortunately, the cost of such they did not have. And so they asked General Motors to partner with it, which is how we got the Vauxhall VX220 and the Opel Speedster. But this car was the result, and one of, still to this day, the most dynamically responsive and incredible handling cars ever. That was Lotus's whole thing. They add lightness, of course, was their kind of motto, which made no sense, but whatever. So just an incredible car, an incredible handling car, very, very small, very, very light. But the 111R here that we're driving today had almost 200 brake horsepower, which is absolutely incredible for a car this size. And it absolutely flies, and still to this day I think is a really special, cool car. The styling, controversial to some, myself included. I mean, the front, although cool, kind of looks like a spider. Not gonna lie, I don't like that it looks like a spider, because who likes spiders? Nobody. But other than that, I think it's just a gorgeous car, an incredible car, and definitely something that turns heads. And I gawk every time I see one of these in the real world at Road America or whatever, or an Exige, which this car kind of became and inspired later on for the 2000s. Both this car and the Exige, of course, very special, very renowned for their handling and their weight and everything else, tossability, and their engagement as drivers' cars. But truth be told, there's not very much to them as far as the interior creature comforts and livability. Very lacking, but that's kind of typical of cars from kind of at this point what were smaller car manufacturers. I mean, Lotus was still a big name. That's a notable name from Colin Chapman. They definitely produce a very limited number of cars and a very limited type of car. They don't produce, 500 different cars, and they don't produce anywhere near the amount of cars a year that kind of the big mainstream manufacturers produce. So a very special car, a very interesting car, and again, another car that I kind of met for the first time and fell in love with playing Need for Speed. This car, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, way back about 20 plus years ago now. I played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I talked about that plenty of times on the channel. But this was one of the starter cars that you could select along with the VX220 and the Speedster. And I just fell in love with it. That car's top speed on that game was 125. I don't know what version that was or if that's accurate or anything like that, but I didn't care. It was a quirky car that at the time when I was a kid had never heard of. And it became kind of a regular staple just because it was the best car to take around twisty tracks. I mean, in the entire game, it was the only car that you could take a lot of different corners flat just because of superior handling and incredible balance and the incredible feel you got from driving it. So, yeah, not an everyday car, not a household car. Definitely probably frowned upon to be your only car. Obviously, it's a Targa removable roof. Almost all of them are. I think they made a hard top. I'm not entirely sure, but I think they made a hard top. And then obviously it's very, very small, low. There's no creature comforts in it. There's no space for storage. Forget about luggage, taking anything with you on a trip more than a couple of handbags. There's no space like in the car to put your phone, water bottles, anything like that. Obviously the air conditioning is very hit and miss. Just a lot of things about make it an enthusiast car and a fun driver's car that you take on a canyon run or a weekend sprint, not on a road trip for 500 miles across the country to go to the Indy 500 or anything like that. But definitely a very cool, very special car. As you can see here, I'm chucking it around whatever this track is, the driving park, pretty extensively, and it's coping with it even though my driving is quite poor, as I proved there 2 seconds later. But just a very incredible, very special car, and again, it's very personal to me as kind of, again, part of that Need for Speed era that I grew up with, one of the cars that I identified for the first time through that game, and all of those cars are still special to me regardless, even though it's been, again, 20 plus years and they've all been either replaced by newer versions or discontinued or proven after the fact to be not that good. This car still holds that reputation to me. It's still among the best driver's cars that have ever been produced, and it's definitely, I still think, a very quirky and cool car. So the Elise will live long in my mind, and I definitely still love it just as much as I did day one. So let me know if you like the Lotus Elise, if you prefer the S1 that came before it, if you like the S3 that replaced it later, even though the United States did not get one. Let me know if you've ever seen one of these in real life, driven one, enjoy it, how you feel about this compared to the BX220 and Speedster, and anything else that has to do with this car. So what a special piece of automotive engineering, and thanks to General Motors for partnering with Lotus so that this car could be a thing and happen, and we could all love it and enjoy it all these years later. So that's going to be it for me. I'll finish up this lap, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're still enjoying the GT4 car stories to just talk about cars, not just all the fast, cool, special stuff, but some quirky stuff, some slow stuff, stuff that's just generally interesting, and so much more. So plenty more to come from me. I hope you enjoyed this one, though. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Don't want you to miss any of the action from Gran Turismo 4 car stories coming up in the future, iRacing, Camaro content, track day content, other racing games, anything else I may do. Thank you all so much for your love and support. But until next time, as always, bye-bye.